2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Well, you can't help but notice the high style of the Grizzlies as they came through the tunnel earlier on, all set to take the stage in front of their loyal fans. Well, the weekend has officially begun, and we welcome you to this 2K Sports presentation of NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan, and by my side, Greg Anthony and Brett Barrett. And from the sideline, David Aldridge. Let's check out Seattle's starting lineup. Adebayo is out there with Mobley. Then there's Devin Booker. Then it's Porter. And it's Pritchard in at the point. And for Memphis, Ja Morant, he's out there with Monk. Then there's Pirtle. Then it's Williams. And it's Leonard in at the small forward position. Well, we know this time of year, Brent, voters are considering their options for the yearly awards. And as I know, and you know, that is a challenge.
I've had a chance to vote, Kevin, and it is really impossible to try to decipher what it is that you want to put the most value in. With so much incredible talent around the league and with these kind of performances, it's tough, and voters have their work cut out for them.
And I'm amazed at Morant's ability to take contact and still stay in full control.
Adebayo passes to Pritchard. The three. That one falls coming off Adebayo's feet.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Steps back and shoots. It's hauled in by the Sonics.
And it was pretty much a cakewalk for them the last time these two squared off and had a clear advantage on the backboard.
We'll see if the other team will address that problem in this game, because last game, man, they just got smoked on the boards.
Here's Williams. Devin Booker picking up that last basket. Morant outside. And he converts the layup. Morant's got his second bucket tonight.
And the level of concentration. Morant looked under control despite being under heavy duress.
Booker the pass to Pritchard. Adebayo with the ball. No good with the layup.
And he gets a lot of points right there at the rim, but the defense determined not to give up the easy deuce there.
A two-time Finals MVP, Kawhi Leonard. Brent, he's shown he can dominate at the highest of levels.
And when he dominates every facet of the game. At his peak, Kawhi is one of the most impactful players this game has ever seen.
He misses the free throw. Hey, Greg, gritty is a word that is often used to describe the Grizzlies teams.
And I think it applies to this unit as well. These guys are all tenacious and hungry. They play every game with a healthy chip on their shoulder. They love to compete.
And the power of Adebayo. Get off me.
It's his first trip to the line.
And he is a cool customer at the line, guys. You've got to be when you're shooting 84% on the season.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw good. Adebayo.
Adebayo is by no means an ordinary big in this league. He's just one of the few players in the NBA who can legitimately guard 1 through 5. A true defensive anchor. A big fella with the ability and confidence at the free throw line is something that every team wants. Don't have to make those late substitutions. Keep your big guys on the floor.
Pirtle finds Morant. Good on the triple. Morant's got 7. For Seattle, they've gone 2 or 3 here to start out the game. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
Yeah, a quick little lean like that is going to get the ref's attention. Foul call.
Now here's Leonard. 26 points for him last game against Portland.
He also did a masterful job in that game of drawing a lot of fouls, so he's creating havoc for the defense.
Here's Booker. Kawhi Leonard making his last shot. Adebayo. That's it, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
Almost perfect in the game to start, 3 of 4.
Monk against Booker. Nice shot by Pirtle.
Astonishing body control by Pirtle. Just taking the hit head on and finishing through it all.
And the pass to Adebayo. And Adebayo throws it down.
I tell you, he's playing the game with pure excitement right now.
He capped off that dunk with some serious hang time on the rim. Passes it to Monk. Driving in. Off with the layup. Pirtle with the steal. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
There's no stopping Pirtle when he has the ball in that spot. Just abusing the defense down in the paint.
Here's Pritchard. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Pritchard's got his second bucket.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Now Pirtle. Last time 14 points for him. 6 to shoot. Outside Leonard. From the arc. It's hauled in by Bam Adebayo.
That is fantastic defense on one of the best three-point shooters in the league. Didn't give him an inch of room.
The offensive rebound. Count that one for Mobley.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Yeah, you just can't afford to give up second chance opportunities again and again.
Porter bounce pass. Pritchard passes to Mobley. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. You know, Greg, it's nice to have a big man like Mobley out on the floor with all the things he can do.
And Kevin, you gotta love his skill set for a 7-footer. Really diverse in terms of what he brings to the table. And then you hear so much praise for his attitude and his feel for the game. What a valuable player to have on your team.
So the Supersonics, their last game, a win against the Hawks in Atlanta. Pirtle dishes to Morant. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Yeah, with that little pump fake, Morant has a sneaky way of initiating contact.
The Grizzlies have shot 2 free throws, and they're 1 of 2 so far. That's good from Morant.
Now an all-NBA caliber talent, Morant still feels like he has room to improve.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. The Supersonics have gone 6 of 8 in the game so far. A very solid start for them. Timeout is called. First of the game for the Supersonics.
Okay, boys, let's get loud once again for your big girl dance team. Okay,
a moment to check out Bam Adebayo here. Since the break, he's been simply stellar. And he's in the top 20 in steals, bringing that focus and intensity at both ends.
And he's a top 10 rebounder this year for good reason. He's unbelievably driven, and he competes with you for the entire game. Now, here's Adebayo. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Atlanta. Pritchard passes to Booker. 6 on the shot clock. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Morant. That's his first foul.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
.127 left to play in the first quarter. And there it is for him.
The offense just opens up if your playmaker comes from that 4 or 5 spot, and Bam does such a great job of it.
Monk, the pass to Williams. Mobley with the rebound.
I don't think the defense does enough out there to bother him. I think that one's all on him. Just a flat-out miss.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth physical basketball, guys.
Now here's Morant. 17 points for him last game against Portland.
His passing another high point in that game. He made sure it wasn't all about him. He wanted to get his teammates involved.
And Mobley throws it down.
And this is right around the time when one team might start to pull away.
Yeah, this team is looking to add to the lead, trying to put the other team away, and threatening here.
Now here's Mobley. Kawhi Leonard unable to get his shot to go. Booker scoring his 3rd straight basket in 3 tries.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
To the paint. And there's Monk on the assist by Morant.
Anytime Monk gets room to shoot, especially inside, he's such a crafty guard who you want to see pulling the trigger from inside.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Yeah, if you walked in at any point during this game to watch 5 minutes of play, one team played harder. We know who that was.
And so it's Seattle with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. And we'll be back with you shortly. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Supersonics.
A lot of high motor play from them in this one, allowing them to kind of charge through the defense and find good looks.
And let's make sure that that selfish nerve doesn't get tapped, because right now there's great ball movement. They're setting each other up. Let's see if that maintains.
Monk is out there with Morant. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. Then there's Paolo, and it's Williams at the 4. That's the group for Memphis to kick off the second quarter. Now here's Leonard. Following the miss by Bam Adebayo. Leonard. Another shot, and it's good on the way up. Leonard's got the opening field goal of the second quarter for the Grizzlies.
Man, again, using those huge hands, Leonard, just great anticipation.
Here's Pritchard, guarded by Morant. Gets it to go. That one good from Adebayo. You know, bro, we know how intense NBA practices can get, but how often do tempers boil over?
Well, practices are where you improve, and it's also a chance for guys who are on the bench to let the coaches know they're ready for more minutes. So that competitive environment is going to cause some dust-ups, and trust me, Kevin, you don't hear about most of the things that go on behind closed doors.
And that one's good by Porter.
Porter in a comfortable place there. He likes the passes being on target, and he stays perfect in rhythm with that, Jay.
Pirtle, high post. Leonard on the wing. Over Porter. Offensive rebound. And it's Adebayo with the ball for the Supersonics. They'll host the Denver Nuggets after this one. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand.
And Porter thinks really that he can score from anywhere. And he might be right. It's that kind of confidence that makes him dangerous.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. Well, Ja Morant might be right-handed, but he looks to drive left. When he was a kid, he broke his right arm flying off a trampoline. Now that arm is shorter, and actually that right hand is smaller too. He says, that's why I dribble with my left hand. I'm able to control the ball better. In my head, I think I'm